When it comes to being a trader, being an entrepreneur full-time is not what majority of people think.
It's not just making the money. Now you got to understand how to even function working for yourself.
Personally, me being a 21 self-employed entrepreneur, my life is not easy.
That is when I first moved. When I first moved, I moved to Tampa. That was my first time with bills, first time living on my own. I also got a dog.
How to become a full-time trader? What is required? What goals are you looking to overcome?
Some people can have a nice little house and be cool with that, but me personally, I'm always looking for the next best thing, next best thing, next best, you know what I'm saying? Which is key. If you become a full-time trader, you're gonna realize how much time you really have, and you're gonna realize how much time you're gonna end up wasting.
When it comes to being a trader, being an entrepreneur full-time is not what majority of people think. Majority of people is all glitz, glamour, driving Lambos, living in Miami, having all this fun lifestyle. Yes, that is fun and yes, it is possible, but that is not the reality of majority of people in that position. Like me personally, me being a 21 self-employed entrepreneur, my life is not easy. I enjoy it and I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I would never trade it for nothing. But it's not easy, and I've gone through a lot of the things in my journey of getting to the point to where I am now to be able to make $5,000, $10,000 a month completely online with no boss from my skills, from my knowledge, but it's not what it seems. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys a little brief call with VIP where I went over this exact topic and I told them everything they needed to know. How to become a full-time trader, what is required, what are you looking to have obstacles, what obstacles are you looking to overcome, what things are gonna get in your way, what hurdles you're gonna have to overcome. So with that being said, stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you wanna know what I do, if you wanna learn how I trade, how I make money online, completely free, check out the free trading course. It's gonna teach you everything completely free on how I trade, all my systems, everything. If you wanna learn how to trade like me, check out the free course, check out the free trading webinars. And when you're ready to actually get value like this every single day, join the VIP team. So with that being said, enjoy the video, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.
When you become a full-time trader, you got to understand it's not just making the money. Now you got to understand how to even function working for yourself, because to begin with, majority of people never are in a situation where they have to make their own money. They have no boss, they have no rules. It's just essentially them. If you wake up and you're sick, if you don't work, you're just not gonna make money. No one's gonna tell you not to, but you're not gonna make money. If you're not feeling happy that day, if you're feeling sad, if you're not motivated to work, if you're having days where essentially you're just not feeling the best, you're not feeling the most productive, and that happens a lot. That happens, but all of us have been through those days, and all of us go through those, are gonna continue to go through them. But the main thing we gotta understand is that it's going to happen regardless. It's about how we react to it, how it's going to affect us, because most people, if they don't go through something, they're not going to understand it. You got to go through something a lot of times to understand it. I can speak on a lot of things when it comes to full-time trading, because I've been a full-time trader. I've gone full-time. I had to go back to working multiple times. I've been in both situations, and right now I'm just here. I always say to myself, like, the last thing I told myself when I stopped working the last job is, I'm not even going to tell myself this is the last time I'm going to work, because every time I did that, it was cap. I might have did it for a little bit, but the main thing that we all want to do is we want to be able to work for ourselves forever. Yes, anybody can work for themselves for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, but then if they got to go back, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Is you want to be able to do it long term, and that's the hard part. That's the hardest part. And why is it hard? Because you would think if you have a skill set such as trading where you can make so much money, why would you have to go to job? Because it's not just about the money a lot of time. For one, you can know how to make money and not know how to manage it. And then just right there, you're cooked. You're cooked. I don't know where those balloons came from. It should really be like this should be sad shit. You would be cooked. There you go. You would be cooked if you don't know how to manage the money, because you can make $100,000 a month, but if your bills are $90,000, $99,000, what's it mean? You're not gonna end up with $1,000. And people don't understand that you can make $1 million a year and still be living check to check. Because if you don't understand money management, if you don't understand time management, you could be making all that money but not have a free time. You could be working 20 hours a day. Not a thumbs up again. I don't know why these annotations keep coming up for the wrong things, but you could be working 10 hours, 20 hours a day, no free time, just to end up living check to check. And imagine this, imagine living check to check and you're doing something such as trading, where you have to risk money to be able to make money, where every single trade is emotional distress. When I first moved, I always say this, I didn't really have the intention of, oh, I'm about to move. It was the type of thing where I just realized, okay, why am I still here? It was like one of those realizations, like, I kind of was working for the most part of those months where I made the money that I wasn't even necessarily thinking of, oh, what am I gonna do with the money? Yeah, I knew what I wanted to do, I wanted to move, but I guess stuff happens fast. So if it happens fast, you're just kind of there like, damn, that goal that I was looking for, I'm kind of already here. That goal is already technically accomplishable. So when I did that, I was like, okay, this makes sense. I already had money saved. I was already trading. I was already having the consistency in my life. And the one thing I always tell everyone also is that time where I was making the most money, where I was making, when I made, it was like 3 months. I made 30K, 30K, 30K. Those were like my best 3 months ever. It was like springtime. So around the time that I started posting every day on YouTube this year, 2 years ago from that like exact time frame, is around the same time that is when I started making a whole lot of money. I was consistent. I was going to the gym every day. I was trading every day. And when I say trading every day, I wasn't necessarily trading to make money every day. I was trading, showing up losing, trading, showing up winning, but just on with my day. And the thing is regardless if I won or lost, I wasn't stuck on the charts. I was in the mindset where that's when I was building my, I was building my YouTube, but YouTube wasn't really something where it was like, oh, I'm focused on it. It was like something I was just additional. And mind you, a lot of y'all only know of me from YouTube of recent. I've had literally over 600-700 videos before 99% of you even knew who I was. Like, really keep that in mind. You could go to my videos, go back, even with my videos every single day. Think about it. I post every single day, but I was live streaming every single day for like 2 years. So just that right there. There's a whole bunch of other videos before that even took off. But my main thing that I'm saying is around that time frame where I was making a whole bunch of money trading, I was also being consistent in everything else. It wasn't just the trading. And this is all going to kind of full circle in a minute. But mind you, if you want to get to that level, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you want to be a full-time trader, you got to understand, you got to be leveling yourself up and self-developing on a day-to-day basis. And that's not just trading. You got to be self-developing physically and mentally, because all of this is affecting you. When it comes to trading, we always say we are our business. So you got to make sure that you are in the best position to be able to reach your highest potential, to be able to actually reach the full capacity. Because we all have days where, like, say for example, we can say the gym. We all have days where we could go to the gym and hit like a crazy PR, but then there's days where we're not as strong that day. It doesn't mean we can't do it. It's impossible that day. It's just we're not fully there. The battery isn't charged. You know what I'm saying? But if you can make sure that the battery is as high as charged possible, like say instead of trying to go for 100% every day, you go for 70-80% consistently every day, is way more guaranteed, and you'll be able to accomplish way more. But the main thing is getting that momentum in the first place. That is when I first moved. When I first moved, I moved to Tampa. That was my first time with bills, first time living on my own. I also got a dog within like 2 months. I already had a dog, but I never had a dog that I had to do everything for. Feed. I said eat. Feed my dog, walk my dog, vets, take care of the dog. I can't travel because now I have a dog. It's a level of responsibility that I didn't necessarily have before. So mind you, I went from being at my parents' house, no bills, not an expensive car. My car was paid off. So all that money I was making, it seemed like a lot at the time. And granted, 30K, 3 months straight is a lot of money. But mind you, if you have no bills, that's even more money because there's no money leaving. You know what I'm saying? That's another main thing. Most people only focus on how much money they make. They don't realize the life that they want and how much it's gonna cost. Some people can have a nice little house and be cool with that, but me personally, I'm always looking for the next best thing, you know what I'm saying? But what comes with that is more money, more responsibilities, more stress, and you're gonna have to build more traits and more skill sets to be able to handle stuff, because with every different level, there's gonna be new problems. One thing I always learned with trading, this might hurt some of you, there's never like an aha moment in trading. There's never like oh, I got it. You're gonna have 1,000 of them. You're gonna think each one was it. I've had a whole bunch, and it came to the point where I'm like, nah, there isn't even an aha moment. I just gotta figure out and put it all together. There isn't like one thing that's gonna change. It's figuring them all out and then putting them in together over time. Like everything you've learned, you're not gonna use it every day, but everything you've learned is gonna be compiled to be able to put you in the position to have the knowledge to be able to, oh, maybe I shouldn't take this trade. Maybe I should get in this trade. It's like a lot of the time it's the intuition, but the intuition only comes from experiencing it over time. You're not gonna really get intuition from doing things one time, but that's why the consistency is key. With trading, you gotta show up every day. And that doesn't mean take a trade every day, but show up for yourself mentally. Show up for the act of trying to learn the skill, trying to maybe read the candles, maybe watch a video. I've watched so many videos on trading, so many videos on mindset. Like I don't even know how many hours in. And that's why you got to be able to expand your knowledge. And that's another thing when it comes to full-time trading. You're never going to have it all down. Never get to the point where, oh, I figured it out. I know what I'm doing. Because you know what's going to happen is you're going to get humble. And now if you're on your own, if you're doing it full-time, that humble, like you guys know that feeling when you blow an account, when you feel like you're down. Imagine now that's your full-time job, and that's everything. Every loss is going to feel like you're a shitty trader, and it's going to hurt. And then you got to keep going through it to even learn how to handle it. And it's not something that you're just like, it's going to change overnight. It only comes from handling each one over time. When I first was trading, I was trading in front of people live. I was trading money I needed to make, and I didn't have all the incomes that I have now. So every loss would hurt more. And what do you think happens if you take a very emotional loss, or if you just have a very emotional trade? You're going to do dumb shit, because then you're not going to follow the system and processes that are going to make you win. You're going to start leading with emotion. And that's why it's very key to understand all the things that are going outside of your trading, because the main thing that it makes it important is because it's going to affect you emotionally and mentally. It may not affect you physically, but you got to understand, we are our business. Our mind, our everything, which is key. If you become a full-time trader, you're going to realize how much time you really have, and you're going to realize how much time you're going to end up wasting. Why? Because you've never had this much time before. You've never had this little responsibilities before. You've never had this little rules before. And now you're going to have to figure out how to stay productive all day. And I wouldn't even say all day long, but you got to figure out how to stay productive and then allow yourself to feel like you are productive. Because you could work for 5-6 hours straight, but if you still have another 12 hours that you're awake and doing nothing, by the end of that 12 hours that you're doing nothing, you're going to feel like you really did nothing all day. And the way I looked at it, I'm like, damn, I still got 100. That's how I looked at it. I was like, I mean, I'm here, but it's like, that's just real life shit. Like, I think I told y'all this story before. I'm the type of person, I used to like be on games heavy. I guess that's where I got my competitive mindset from. I used to be on the game heavy. I still be on like Warzone and shit. But one of the things I did when I was making a whole lot of money, I've never been the type of person to go out and drink, go out and party. I was always a homebody. I had 100K still chilling playing GTA. Lie to you not. When I was bored, I bought $1,000 in shark cards. 1,000. You know what I said? I said, this is 1% of my money. Now, risk management wise, it wasn't a bad investment because it kept me inside and safe. But in reality, it's one of those things that I tell you guys, you don't know what you're going to do or what you're willing to do until you even had the option. It's like people say, oh, I wouldn't buy a Lambo, but if you made 100,000, 200,000 yesterday, that might change your mind. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you would do until you have the option. That's something that you're not going to know until you go through it. When you first make your first $10,000, what are you going to do with it? You may say you're going to do something with it, but that might not even really be it. But you also got to understand that all that money also equates to time, because if you just made your first 5,000 trading, it may have just took you maybe a week or 2 weeks, maybe a month of actual trading, but it still took you a very long time of losses, very time, maybe it took you years to get to that point. And we don't necessarily value money as much when we start trading, because it's all numbers. We don't really look at it the same no more. When you're risking money to make more money, when it's just numbers all day long, the value of it it dwindles a lot of the time, especially if you're making good money. If you're making good money to where your break-even trades are in the hundreds, the value of money starts to be a little different. It's like you have that mindset like, okay, this is going to take time. I need the system. You've been through losses, but you know it's possible. That's the key. But you know it's possible at that point. When you're working, you already have a good amount of the day already taken away. So those little activities that you had to do, if you had the job, then that takes up majority of your day now. Because now, after you've done all that, you got to get ready for work. And then once you get ready for work, you're tired, and then it kind of repeat. But when there's no job, it kind of switches. But for the most part, it's been the main things. The main things I tell you guys to do now are the same main things that I did 2-3 years ago every day that were putting me in the position. I was making content. And at that point, it wasn't even the type of content I'm making now. But I was still making content. I was still being consistent doing something. Now, even if it wasn't giving me results, even if it wasn't making me money, I was building consistency and stuff. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. If I can consistently post and I can consistently come up and show videos that I'm not going to make money from for literally months, I can more than likely take a trade, and then if I lose, just walk away. Even if you're not getting a whole bunch of results, because look at the same way from trading. You may spend 2, 3, 4 years trading and not making no money. But there's still things that you do every single day that are going to allow you to get that daily win, that allow you to get that confidence, whether it's follow your system, whether it's just do what you're supposed to, whether it's you're seeing progression. You know what I mean? It's just those little things. Working out is going to build you mentally. It's going to allow you to do things that you don't want to do, which is going to build discipline. That's what you see, how all these daily things are slowly like building little aspects about you. Now, when you go to education, that's also going to be building discipline. It's going to allow you to listen better. It's going to allow you to actually want to develop. It's going to allow you to actually want to grow.